this happens every day. It's phenomenal, isn't it, to sing in community like this? Hello, Katie, thanks for taking care of the tech. Welcome to our guests today. That's the one and only inimitable Mary Alice and Peter Amidon. Hello to Mabel in Massachusetts, Annette Pirone and Jaden Brick, Pat Neal and Brian McLaughlin. It's so lovely to see you all here. Good morning, Becky. I can say that because you're in BC. Good morning, Arlene Baxter, also on the West Coast. Hello, Bonnie and Jenny in Suffolk, England. That's much later in the day, I believe. Hello, Delhi and all the curly tops. Deborah in Kentucky. Trish also on the West Coast here. It's so great to have you here with us and also in our choir. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Sherry and Becky Graber. Oh, we were just talking about you. It's so lovely to see you. And I know you're in Brattleboro. I looked it up on the map once. Beautiful place. Hello, Kathleen in Albuquerque and Cricket. And Doug Varney and Dennis Donnelly. Hello, Sarah Page in Texas. And Bonnie Boise in Idaho. Good day to Kathy Lovell. Good day to Don Walker and Anne in Maryland. Hello, Susan G. And Cliff in Vermont. Hello, Barbara in Oxford, Maryland. I just need to get reoriented here because I switched screens and now I am lost. One moment, there you are, Barbara. I'll find you on the next page. Perhaps I'm here. Hello, Steve and Michelle. Hello, Christiana Drapkin. Hello, Luda in Victoria with your ever-present reliable heart. Hello, Anne in Nashville and Ruth in Birmingham. Hello, Kate in Charlottesville. Hello, Amanda and Miles and Kim Bothan. Ralph and Penny. Tejana, Juana. Hello, Gary Pausner. Hello, Dawn and occasional curly top. Hello, Fred Stolnitz. Martha in Oregon. Storm and Keith. It just hopped. Where did he go? Susan Miller in Seattle on the West Coast. Hello, Jean in Pittsburgh. Christine. Hello, Bronwyn and Keith. And many others not on camera. I'll still welcome you by name. We have Bob in Massachusetts and Aloysius somewhere in transit, I'd guess. Hello, Ray and Jaden and Louise Bélanger. I've known Louise Bélanger since I was 17 years old. Hello, Kathy and Laura and Sarah and Lorianne and Terry Sylvester. It hopped again. Where am I? Ah, there's Joni and Marnie and Kath Larkins. Then we have Kate and Robert and Anna and Busy and Tusi. And that is everyone here this morning. Welcome to this fabulous Daily Antidote of Song room. Again, huge gratitude to Carpe Diem Arts for this. We're excited to be celebrating Women's History Week, this week and next. And want to let everybody know that tonight there is a family sing-in online. And eventually there will be a link for that. Where did that just roll out of my view? And the guest is the Irish band The Bog.
You got it. That's and someone, yes, I'm sure Katie will paste some info on that. Way to go. That was astonishing. It surprises me all the time. All right. So this is the part of our Women's History Week. Actually, next week is going to be a Women's History Week as well. And we've got the amazing Mary Alice and Peter Amidon here to sing a song for us. Could we hand it over to you, please, Mary Alice?
Yes. Hello, everybody.
We're
So
very
good to
happy
see
be
you.
here. Hi, everybody. Some friends, new friends, and old friends.
And in terms of women's history, I'm honoring today my mother, Alice Peter Copeland. But I hope you all have women in your histories, your personal histories, or in history that you have received love from in some way and that you want to thank. It'll be a little bit more reading today than usually. Our songs are often more just by ear, but this one, the text is probably something you'll want to join in, and the tune is very simple. And there's a refrain, thank you for the gift of love. So even if you don't want to sing all the words, you could just come in on that refrain and send it to some woman in your history.
You should, before you sing it, it'd be good to know the story.
Okay. Well, my mother was very dear and wonderful person, and all my cousins were jealous that she was my mother because she would talk to you about anything, and she really was a believer in unconditional love. We would sit on her bed at night, my two sisters and I, every night, because she would get she had a little low stamina, but she had a type A personality, so she was always working as a librarian at the university library, and doing everything in the house, as you can imagine women from her generation often did. So
She got it. She after the kids were kind of half grown up and teenagers, she got a degree in library science, right? She went
Well,
to
yeah,
school,
when
so she started this is a career that she started well into her adulthood.
when my youngest sister, Susan, 8 years younger than I, was only 3, she went back to grad school at the University of Pittsburgh, where my father was a professor in philosophy. Anyway, all that's to say that there was music in our house all the time. Bach, Palestrina, William Byrd, and I thought everybody listened to countertenors and early music in their homes. Anyway, as she got older, she got dementia and Alzheimer's, which was sort of in the family. And I had written this song based on this poem by Leonard Cohen called Dance Me to the End of Love, thinking it was just a poem, and it was a beautiful art and poetry series for children. But then I found out when I went to record it for my solo CD that I was denied permission because Leonard Cohen doesn't have the rights to his songs, and whoever does said no. So my friend Mary Kay Brass said, well, why don't you just take the tune and put a poem in there or write something about someone? And this is what came out.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
we're just gonna. Mary Alice is gonna sing just one verse by herself, so you can hear how the melody goes, and then we'll start over again, and you can just join in. It's basically the same melody over and over again, with a little bridge, which you can just enjoy listening to.
I'm singing you a love song as you're fading from your sight. I'm giving you my hand now as you greet the evening light. I'm sending you a message to say everything's all right. Thank you for the gift of love.
The lyrics are in the chat, so please join in.
I'm singing you a love song as I'm fading from your sight. I'm giving you my hand now as we greet the evening light. I'm sending you a message to say everything's all right. Thank you for the gift of love. Time is moving on and there's no turning back the tide. Still, I'm right here with you. My arms are open wide. Hold me tight and feel me now, though I can't linger long. Thank you for the gift of love. Tell me of the times when you were happy way back when. Tell me all your stories and what you knew of them. We'll drink the cup of kindness as we sit together now. Thank you for the gift of love. I'm telling you a story that I know that you will hear. The gift I made is there for you, for warmth when I'm not near. Hold it close and know the longing that we feel is real. Thank you for the gift of love. I'm singing you a love song as I'm fading from your sight. I'm giving you my hand now as we greet the evening light. I'm sending you a message to say everything's all right. Thank you for the gift of love. Thank you for the gift of love.
Oh, that is so
Beautiful.
sweet.
Touching.
Now, can I ask a question? You mentioned something about a gift that you made that would offer warmth.
I happen to have it right here. Because my mother's passed away, and so I got this back. And so it's a quilt, squares of quilts that I've knitted. That was just every square is different, and I just lined it with a nice soft backing and has birds on the front. And so I had just made and given this to her before I'd written that song. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for enjoying it with me and appreciating her. And
Thank
all
you.
mothers who are loving. And she also was a huge, as I mentioned, music lover, but she sang in a wonderful small group at Drew University that did select Bach cantatas. And in high school, my friend and I would sit there and look at the music and sing through the soprano and alto parts. She had the head of the hymn collection, the Kramer collection at the University Library, which had a broad and important function. And I just wish you could all know her, but so many women in history that we need to think of this week.
And is there a story behind the scarf that you're wearing?
Yes, I was hoping you'd ask. I don't know how well you can see, but there's beautiful tatting on the edges. And these were scarves that were made by some Bosnian women, where these Presbyterian churches in America were, as a fundraiser to help the refugees, taking the tatting that these women had done.
In the 1990s, after the war, the Bosnian War.
I'll see if I can hold it up close to the actual, the tatting. This is the scarf, but the tatting is, I'm going to come away from the mic. So I don't know if you can.
Ah, yes.
Beautiful.
So
Wow.
when it all goes together, it comes out very nicely. But anyway, again, women supporting women around the world. When when the boys were young, our sons Sam and Stefan, we went on a tour with Northern Harmony
With Larry Gordon in Northern Harmony.
Yeah, and Mary Kay Brass took us to Zagreb, Croatia as part of that tour, and we stayed in a house for refugee women who would come in the morning, stir their Turkish coffee, and tell us the stories of losing their husbands and fathers in Banja Luka. And it was incredible, and we learned a lot of the repertoire of their music. And there was a woman running, Emsuda, I can't think of her last name, running the place that would give women haircuts and salons, and they knit beautiful sweaters, and they gave each one of us in the chorus, the 12 of us, each a sweater to take home, and brought us to a mosque to see. It was in a profound
Mary Kay
few
Brass
days.
had a Fulbright when she was a young woman in college, a Fulbright to go study in Yugoslavia, and of course that's what now it's the former Yugoslavia, and so she basically speaks the language like a native, and has very close friends in that area, and also teaches a lot of the music from that area.
Back to the song that you sang, it's so beautiful, and I understand that it's possible to purchase the sheet music.
It's not,
There's
yeah,
an
it should be
arrangement?
in your chat there. It's a song, we have a kind of a library store, the Amidon choral music, sheet music download library store, and the links there and to the song, but it's just basically Amidon choralmusic.com. There's a lot of songs in there that some of them we sell, some of them we give away for free. We're just trying to make it a useful place for people to go for choral songs that are often, a lot of them from the oral tradition, that are maybe a little off the beat in the track, but are really friendly for small choirs. And
This one actually has a choral setting well as for the one
Fantastic.
I sang.
this has the setting. The link goes to a piano SATB. In other words, women and men voices combined.
Right. Well, we were mentioning just as we were meeting you, just because of course we've seen you on the Antidote before, and it's and have heard your music, and that to let you know that our friend who's on the call here somewhere, Dennis Donnelly, has literally sung your praises to us in the past. So for those who I mean, I know many people here are familiar with you, but for those who aren't, do make a point of checking out the website and the other music that Mary Alice and Peter have done together.
Thank you.
It's a
What wealth of
vast and
arrangements.
beautiful
Yeah.
array.
What other kinds of things are going on here? Peter, you
Well,
have any events coming up?
Well, yeah, there's an event that came up last night, actually. It's, and that was, a lot of you know Kathy Bullock. Anybody who's been here at all knows Kathy Bullock. And a lot of you probably know she has a son who's a really gifted singer named Philip Bullock. And she put on a concert last night at Bennington College, where she's working for the year, where she accompanied, and a couple other pianists accompanied Philip, singing opera and gospel and pop music,
R&B and jazz.
R&B, jazz, a Nat King Cole song. It was the first time he'd done a concert like this, and it was amazing. It was so wonderful. Kathy was playing with him, and it's on Facebook. You can see it, and I think that maybe Katie might have put the link in there. Hope maybe. Good. So
Just
make sure you
beautiful.
watch it. It's just not just his singing, but he's got this. He just, as you wouldn't be surprised, anybody who knows Kathy and her husband Keith, of course, Philip just embraced the audience. He was just like, it was one big family in there. So
If you can imagine, he's 6'5",
yeah.
very handsome, very.
And when he sings opera, he sings opera.
Oh.
It's but he's also has this very delicate touch. So another thing that's coming up actually is the Daily Antidote of Song on Saturday. I'm really excited. I'm hosting, and it's going to be Andy Davis and Robin Davis's daughter Emma Davis is going to be leading a song, and she's what Andy calls diffabled, DIFF, differently abled. And she loves to sing, and I think that'll be a really kind of wonderful, and maybe kind of, I don't know if it's a first time for that kind of singing leader on the Antidote, but it's not to be missed. So that's Saturday at noon Eastern time.
Wow, what a fabulous, rich array of opportunities just, to take part in, and to celebrate the accomplishments and the contributions of the women in our lives and the women throughout history.
Yes.
And
Before we forget, I understand you have a CD, Mary Alice.
So
Well, that has that song on it.
Yeah.
This was a solo album that I made, and you can see me when I was in kindergarten. I'm sort of the one that's watching the teacher most eagerly there.
Right.
And then in college, in high school, I'm practicing in the kitchen my guitar. But this was a wonderful project that my son Sam Amidon produced, and I have my son Stefan playing on it, and his wife Sarah Bodie playing on it, and Peter.
it's called Keys to the
Keys
Kingdom.
to the Kingdom. It's quite a variety of styles of music, and it's on our
It's on our
website.
AmidonMusic.com website.
Yeah.
wow.
We have many CDs for children's music too, and we're going to be this summer at 2 family weeks run by the Country Dance and Song Society, one at the Cape on Plymouth, Mass, called Pinewoods, and one in the White Mountains called Ogons. So we're excited because our grandson, some of you have seen Desi, is 7, and I'm teaching the 6 and 7-year-old class.
Yeah.
Fun.
And that's a wonderful place to go and just sing your hearts out and dance.
And of
all
course,
day.
we haven't been there for 3 years.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Right.
yeah, they'll be.
This is a week that has been put off continuously for now the 3rd year.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You got to run to keep up with you guys.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're used to it, and you'll need that energy for keeping up with the class of 6 and 7-year-olds.
Yeah, really. Wow.
Fantastic.
Well, I don't know if there are any other announcements we need to take care of before, we'd love to hear that song again.
And I
Could
know.
we
Sure.
sing it?
Let's just,
Yeah.
we'll do it again.
I hope you'll sing along.
Join in, please. Sorry.
I'm singing you a love song that's fading from your sight. I'm giving you my hand now as we greet the evening light. I'm sending you a message to say everything's alright. Thank you for the gift of love. Time is moving on and there's no turning back the tide. Still I'm right here with you and my arms are open wide. Hold me tight and feel me now, though I can't linger long. Thank you for the gift of love. Tell me of the times when you were happy way back when. Tell me all your stories and just what you knew of then. We'll lift the cup of kindness as we sit together now. Thank you for the gift of love. I'm telling you a story that I know that you will hear. The gift I made is there for you, for warmth when I'm not near. Hold it close and know the longing that you feel is real. Thank you for the gift of love. I'm singing you a love song as I'm fading from your sight. I'm giving you my hand now as we greet the evening light. I'm sending you a message to say everything's all right. Thank you for the gift of love. Thank you for the gift of love.
Thank you so much, Mary Alice.
Thank you.
Peter.
Thank you very much.
Anything more you'd like to add before we start our goodbyes? It was
It's
beautiful.
lovely to meet you and see you and enjoy this wonderful gathering every day when we can.
Brilliant opening, Kathy, and just hello and goodbye to all of our friends, old and new,
And family.
and family.
There might be some on here.
Oh, good. Katie, anything we need to check in on?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Join us tonight, and it was great singing with you guys today.
Thank
Katie.
you.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Great. Well, we'll sing you all out of the room, and we'll sing a goodbye to everybody on Facebook Live. Thank you for being here, and we suspect that JoJo's out there listening. Anyway, lovely that you are with us.
Bye to Facebook.